Hi everyone, Queen Tay here. Today I am bringing you a practice of decompression. Just learning, and not really learning, but just more or less allowing yourself to find about 10 or 15 minutes to just decompress, find relaxation in times of anxiety. I know with everything that's going on with this quarantine and just pandemic and just the news and then life, and just having to be in the house, it definitely can wear on you mentally and just physically as well. So today I'm bringing you a practice of calmness. So if you have a blanket, some rolled up towels or something, and as a prop, bring that with you. Just something to allow yourself to be able to relax on. A folded up pillow is fine as well. All right, so I will see you on the mat. Starting out in a comfortable seat, taking a few breaths. We are going to start out on our bellies in a prone position using your blanket, pillow, your prop, whatever it is. Resting on your right cheek, allowing the palms to face up toward the ceiling. Finding relaxation here. Soften the eyelids. Release the jaw or any clenching that you may have in your mouth. Allow the shoulders to roll forward and get heavy, creating space in that upper back. Begin to take notice of how you feel, how your skin feels against the mat, how your body feels as your belly presses into the mat. Taking notice of the breath. Finding that calmness. Eventually lifting just the head, nothing else. Switching cheeks as you lay on your left cheek. Again, just taking notice of how you feel in this moment, allowing the feet and the ankles just to spew out whatever way they fall. Releasing any unnecessary thoughts, anything that's not serving you in this moment as you take this time out for yourself. As your inhales begin to deepen and lengthen. Take notice of any tension you may have in your thighs, your legs, your toes. Eventually lifting the head forward, bringing the palms to the mat, sending the hips back. Let the knees come out wide as we come into a comfortable extended child's pose. You can use your prop to rest your forehead against, or you can lay your forehead against the mat. And as we explore further in these poses during this practice, just remember that it's not about straining or forcing or even pushing your body to get a deeper stretch into the pose. I want you to look at this practice as it's about relaxation. It's about trusting your body. It's about listening and honoring where your body is today. It's about listening and honoring where your mind is today. And I want you to practice how to breathe and just let go. And continue to make each inhale deeper and longer. Releasing any unnecessary tension, starting from the head all the way down to the toes. Even release any tension that you may be carrying in your eye heads or your forehead. The idea of this practice is to just rest and soften. And slowly rise up. You can move your prop to the left side of your mat. It can be the left top corner or anywhere on the left side of your mat that is comfortable for you. So we prepare to get into our tabletop position, stacking the hips over knees, the shoulders over your wrist. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift that gaze up for your inhale as we go through a couple cat-cows. Exhale, slowly flow through each vertebrae one at a time as we roll through. As you exhale, pushing the ground away. Take an inhale as we drop that belly, sending it towards the mat. Gaze comes up as you stretch that lower back, remembering to be gentle. Exhale, release it all the way out. One more time, inhale, drop that belly down, lift the gaze up. Exhale, separate the scapula just gently as we go into some hip circles, sending the hips towards the left. About 3 times or whatever feels good. Let your body move however it chooses to move. And eventually we will change the direction of your hips. Sending the hips towards the right. And don't forget to concentrate on your breath. Inhale and exhale. Taking these intentional breaths. Tuck the toes under. Send those hips high for a quick down dog. Just pedal out the feet to give your lower back, your glutes, your legs, your back a stretch. Stretching out those calf muscles. Just giving yourself a stretch, and take that left foot, bring it in as we square up the hips for a pigeon pose. Perfect place for a prop if your hips are high off the ground. Send that blanket right underneath that left butt cheek. Square the hips and slowly melt down. Now, if this pose is too uncomfortable, you can absolutely lay on your back and cross that left leg or left ankle over top of your right knee in a figure 4 pose. But for now, we're in pigeon pose, half pigeon. And begin to just breathe into any areas that may be slightly uncomfortable. Again, if it's too uncomfortable, I don't want you to force or hurt yourself. But this is a great tension releasing pose. We tend to carry a lot of stress in our hips. So doing this pose at least once a day will release a lot of tension in our lower backs, in our hips, and our glutes, and our hamstrings. And just breathe into any areas that just may not be as comfortable as you would like. And find some relaxation. Slowly inhale to rise up as you walk your hands back. Remove your prop to the other side of the mat, so on your right side of the mat. Plant those hands, step your feet back, and come into your downward dog. Pedal your legs out just to release that hip ever so slightly. Let the right leg lift, step it between your hands. As you plant that shin parallel to the front edge of your mat, keeping the front toes flexed, squaring the hips off. Again, you can use your prop if your hips are higher on one side, or you can use your prop to just simply rest your forehead on it. Now, each side of your body feels different, remembering that. And again, if this pose is too intense on your joints, feel free to lie flat on your back and cross that right ankle over the left knee. Taking deep breaths here, releasing any anxiousness, worrying, anger. Allowing your mind to just be free in this moment and enjoy this practice. The beauty of practicing breath and mindfulness is so important in our daily lives. Take an inhale as you slowly begin to walk your hands back. You can leave your prop right in front of you. You can step back and just pedal out or do some hip circles, whatever your body is calling for you to do. And I want you to swing those hips around and swing your legs to be forward. So straddling your legs wide forward. You can use your prop here. You can bring it close. And just gently walk your hands out. Take an inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, hands at heart center. And slowly just walk your hands out. Wherever your body is, it doesn't have to come all the way down. Your forehead doesn't have to meet the mat. Wherever your body is, just allow it to be. And breathe into this moment. And appreciate and give yourself gratitude for just being here in this moment. When we're stressed, sometimes we tend to not only be less happy, but also less productive. So finding that focus allows us to find calmness and think clearly and be intentional about our practice as we move throughout the day. Slowly inhale as you walk your hands back. Taking your prop and bringing it to the back of your mat. You can use it as a pillow if you choose. As we come to lie on our back. Knees can be in the air as your feet are flat on the ground. Bringing both knees into your chest. Giving your lower back a massage as you swing those knees around in a circular motion. And as we come into our supine twist, allow your knees to drop to the left side of the room, using that left hand to guide your right knee a little closer to your chest if that feels good for you. Gaze is towards the right side of the room, keeping the right shoulder planted against the mat. Again, slow, deep breaths as we enjoy this, what I like to say, a very juicy stretch. It's a very calming stretch as we just continue to release that tension in the lower back. Inhale, bring those knees back to center. Again, you can give a couple more hip circles and then slowly guide those knees to the right side of the room. Again, keeping that left shoulder planted. Arm can be out to a side or in a cactus position. Allow that gaze to come towards the left side of the room. Eyes can continue to be closed if this is more relaxing. I find that when we keep our eyes closed during these relaxing practices, it just tends to relax us even more. Coming back to that breath. When the mind starts to wander in anxiousness, come back to the breath. Inhale, bring those knees back to center. Again, giving a few more hip circles just to massage out the back and release. Feet can come to meet each other as you come into Supta Baddha Konasana or a supine bound angle, allowing the knees to spew out to the side. Hands can rest on the belly or out to the side. Or if this is uncomfortable for you, you can allow the legs to come out long and let the feet fall out to the sides, and just release any control that you may have over your breath. Give yourself gratitude for showing up today and giving yourself 15 minutes of just peaceful time. I thank you for showing up today and giving yourself love. And you may get up whenever you're ready. Namaste.